EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Williams now throwing on first down. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off the play fake. Williams. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Williams firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago, 12 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Third and 4.
It's now third down.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Oh, nice move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Williams.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And they run the option on second down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Chicago.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a throw. It's complete, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That reception brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. This fielded right at the goal line. And fighting down inside the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive.
Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
More. You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game.
Stop it.
I enjoy watching
You're an
you do
analyst.
it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's champ in my book.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Williams. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Now Williams Throwing to start the drive. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Back to throw. Williams. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Gervon Dexter
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Daniels. His throw incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Off play action. Daniels.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Chicago.
First down, and they go with Swift again. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Jartavius Martin there defensively.
Throwing again. Williams. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He was defended
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
a 45-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Commander's 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line.
And the Bears' first down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. Oh, fighting off the defender. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Williams on 3rd down. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. An 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Santos with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Commander is 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels flushed out right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Jervon Dexter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Commanders' 35.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Williams.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams.
That's Jamar, he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one?
And now off to the races down the right side. He might score. He will score.
Touchdown, Commanders.
Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on 3rd down.
Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.